Hi, everyone. I wanted to come on here to talk about this news with Dwight Howard that's been all over online like all day today. I've heard a lot about it. So basically, this professional basketball player, Dwight Howard, who is very well known, his ex girlfriend, who used to be a man, so she's transgender. So she used to be a man, became a woman, put him on blast because apparently his camp of people around him have been coming at her, threatening her, and she tried to speak to Dwight about it and to get him to do something about it to help her out, and he basically acted like he didn't care. And this is according to everything that I've read online, as well as a phone conversation that she recorded and put on her Instagram that is all over the place. Anyway, this is a story in itself, for anyone who's interested. My thing is, because I'm all about the comments, okay? The comments are hysterical sometimes, and I'm here for it, okay? But I'm not trying to clown anybody either, you know what I'm saying? To each their own. If you do your thing, do your thing. If that's what you like, go for it. My only concern here is I know that Dwight has children. He's been with women, had public relationships. My only concern there is that I hope you're being honest with everybody about what you're doing. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, one, yes, everyone has a right to know what you're up to. And two, as a black woman, I'm going to say that the number one reason that us as black women have high numbers statistically, as far as age and HIV is concerned, is because these down low niggas around here running around doing their thing and not keeping it real with the women they do decide to sleep with. Okay, so that's what my concern is. But aside from that, in the comments, I actually listened to a comedy guy who did a video about this, and it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was funny because it caught my attention because he did refer to the ex as his ex-boyfriend, and he said, yeah, that's, I said his ex-boyfriend, and what I mean is that this is a transgender woman. And one of the guys in the top of the comments was like ill. He was like, if you were a man and you went through transgender, surgery, you are a woman, point blank, period. And now that I have a problem with, I do, because you're not a woman, you're not. And what I mean when I say that is, if you meet a new guy that you're interested in, that you want to have something with, in the very first conversation that you have with him, you need to tell him that you used to be a man. You need to. He has a right to know, number one. He might not give a damn at all. Hell, he might have used to been a girl and now you don't know. These are conversations that you have when you meet somebody. You're getting to know them and you're deciding if you want to put time, effort, or energy into them. So it's a conversation that you have to have. A woman who was born that way doesn't have to have this conversation. Okay? You need to have it because that man, like I said, has a right. And also, you've heard different stories, and I'm never condoning violence, okay? I'm not saying that's okay. But if you, as a transgender woman, meaning you became a woman through surgery, if you decide to date a guy and you're not honest about him with that, there's no telling what reaction he will have when he does find out. And he will. He will. I don't care how far and wide you go to try to cover up, how you became who you are. He will find out. And honestly, if you really care about somebody, you should want them to know anyway. Okay? So he has a right. But people will explode. Go ahead and mess with the man who you believe to be straight or whatever, and don't tell them, okay? And let them find out, and let's see exactly, because it is possible you can get a violent reaction. It is possible. There's no way to tell exactly how far that person will go, okay? Another thing, and this is just me on a personal tip, I I don't know, this is me and my feelings, I guess, because I'm here for everybody. Do your thing. I am never gonna, your sexual preference, what you feel, that is your business. But I personally have a little problem with transgender women saying, I'm a woman, because you see, sis, I started a period with cramps when I was 13 years old. I have been looked over for job positions. I have been paid less all of my life, and all of this as a woman. Now, I stand strong and prideful, in my role in this world, because I would never want to be anything other than a woman. This is how I feel. But I don't go through a surgery and to change the way you appear via clothes, makeup, hair. it can make you as much as a woman as you want to, but honestly, you will never have a true full experience of being a woman. Now, you will have your own women experience, going through your through your transgender state, through being hated on, talked about, the whole nine. I can't speak to that experience because I don't know what it is like. I just know what mine is here. And it's a lot tougher to be a woman than you think. And I'm also saying this because I have sons, and as far as I know, my sons are straight. But if they were not straight, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm going to love them no matter what. But I feel like, because also as a woman, I would never want to date a guy who dates other guys or who has in the past. I don't want anything, no, no, no. I don't want nothing to do with it. Nothing. And I feel like there's a lot of guys, straight guys, that feel the same way. And just as much as I'm going to respect your right to do what you want to sexually and to be out here the way you want to, you need to respect their right if they choose not to want to have a damn thing to do with the woman who used to be a man. Okay? These are just facts. And I hope we can all, respect each other and roll with it the way we need to. Because this is how you keep crazy mess from popping off and people from getting hurt. Okay? So I just had to make it clear because that was ringing out loud to me when I was seeing all these stories. And I'm like, nah, sis, you're not exactly a woman. Sorry. Thanks for viewing. And, if you have any comments, please leave them below. I definitely would like to talk to you about this if it's of your concern. Thanks.